The pace at which these cars and drivers travel, you'd have assumed them to be worn out by now. But no, not even after 66 years. That's all thanks to consistent changes, improvisations and upgrades. And Muntasir Mirkar, who's not been around that long but knows enough to tell you that season 2012 will be a cracker to look forward to.
Alright, so it looks like just yesterday that Sebastian Vettel took the 2011 championship for Formula 1. But as we know it, the 2012 season has actually officially begun. The Jerez tests in Spain have just gotten over. All the cars have been launched, well, almost. And you've got a bunch of new drivers coming in. You've got Kimi Raikkonen, of course, back in an F1 car after 2 years and doing great. He's partnered by Romain Grosjean in the Lotus team. You've got Pedro de la Rosa coming back to Formula 1. You've got Narain Karthikeyan, the Indian driver who's signed a full year's contract with HRT. You've got new guys like Charles Pic. You've got Jean-Eric Vergne. Bruno Senna is back in the Williams as well. So there's a lot of mix and match happening there. Team names being changed. Lotus is now Caterham. Renault is now Lotus, so that confusion sorted. Mercedes has brought the AMG brand name into their team name as well. Force India, of course, since the Indian Grand Prix, is now Sahara Force India. Lots of action going on in the 2012 F1 season.
Men's souls wrestle with the thought of tomorrow. And today is tomorrow.
Over the last few weeks, F1 constructors launched a slew of cars to compete in the championship run for 2012. Here's a quick look at some of those.
And there we are, ladies and gentlemen, in all her glory.
The first to launch their new car for the season were the McLaren Mercedes team. The new MP427 is a substantially revised car to meet the FIA's rule changes. The most noticeable change between last year and this year is at the rear, where tighter rear carbon fiber composite body shaping has been designed to meet the new for 2012 exhaust rules, while smoothing airflow to and from the coolant and oil radiators. Ferrari weren't too far, revealing the F2012. This car sports a somewhat radical design with a staggered nose as one of its key features. The staggered or step-nose design might look strange, but it's in keeping with the new regulations that control front chassis height. Overall too, the car has been reworked for 2012. Red Bull also revealed their RB8, the car they hope will see them become only the fourth constructor to win 3 or more titles in succession. The Caterham CT01, designed under the leadership of the team's technical director Mike Gascoigne, is the third car to be produced by the team and the first to carry the team's new name, following the renaming from Team Lotus at the end of 2011. The Sauber F1 team will enter its 20th season in the FIA Formula World Championship, spearheaded by an unchanged driver lineup, with Kamui Kobayashi and Sergio Perez piloting the new Sauber C31 Ferrari. The new car boasts a large number of promising new developments, but in other areas it's a systematic further development of last year's car.
So you've now taken a look at most of the cars and you would have noticed this very weird and ugly stepped nose on most of them. In fact, all of them have it, except for the McLaren right now. Of course, Mercedes, Marussia and HRT haven't launched their new cars yet. The step nose is there for a very specific reason. It's to increase safety in Formula 1. It's when a car bangs into another one, they don't want either one of the cars to flip over or penetrate into the cabin space of the other car. The earlier regulations said 65 centimeters was the height limit for the nose cone. Now they've dropped it to 55 centimeters, and that's going to drop even further in the years to come. Of course, we've got new Pirelli tires, more grippier, more durable. You've got no blown diffusers, and the speculation about Lotus adding a reactive suspension has been culled because the FIA has banned that completely. Testing has just finished, and the results actually are quite surprising.
At Jerez, after watching the first 3 days of testing pre-season, could the results be a sign of things to come? He may have been away from the sport for the last 2 seasons, but that didn't stop 2007 world champion Kimi Raikkonen from topping the timesheets on day 1. Raikkonen clocked a best time of 1 minute 19.670 seconds at the Spanish circuit in the new Lotus E20. On day 3, Mercedes remained on top of the Jerez timesheets courtesy of driver Nico Rosberg. But it was Lotus' Romain Grosjean who was the fastest of those running 2012 machinery. Defending 2012 world champion Sebastian Vettel was third quickest in the Red Bull, ahead of McLaren's Lewis Hamilton and Toro Rosso's Jean-Éric Vergne.
So the Jerez tests are done, and Kimi Raikkonen, boy oh boy, what do we say about the guy? I mean, once a racer, always a racer. He spent 2 years toiling away in WRC, but now he's back in a Formula 1 car, and naturally, instinctively and immediately, he's fast. He's matching pace with all the top guys. Schumacher's fast as well, but he's in the 2011 car, mind you. Paul Di Resta is catching up, he's fast as well. You've got the Williams teams catching up, you've got Toro Rosso catching up, and we haven't even touched upon the big teams yet. Ferrari, Red Bull, McLaren, Nico Rosberg in the Mercedes. We still have to look at what that car looks like. Lots of action there. Stay tuned to ZigWheels, and of course check out the motorsport magazine that we have. It's called ZigWheels Racer. It's on stands right now. The March issue has everything you need to know about the 2012 Formula 1 season.